Nelson here, a licensed agent in the beautiful state of Oregon, working with Rutledge Property Group and EXP. So I've been a licensed agent for just a little over a year. It's been a crazy year to start. I think 2021 was probably the craziest year in real estate history so far. For me, it was super phenomenal, and I learned so much about myself, about my work ethic, and about real estate itself. So it was just a priceless time for me to start. I want to share with you 3 things that I wish I would have known before I started that would have just propelled me into success even sooner. So number 1 is don't be afraid to get uncomfortable. When you get in those uncomfortable situations, that's what pushes you to grow. Door knocking, cold calling, talking to my family and friends about real estate was so uncomfortable for me in those first few months. But once I realized that getting uncomfortable is where you grow, my career just started to flourish. And so it's just making those first few calls, and then it's good from there. It's just knocking on those first few doors, and then you're good. So don't be afraid to get uncomfortable, because I promise you it will pay off. Number 2 is don't spend that commission check in your head before it's cleared the bank. It's always a good idea to have 3, 4, 6 months worth, just something saved up so you can just kind of focus on doing the work and not have to focus on all those other things. But do not spend that commission check in your head, because you never know what's going to happen. I had started in the summer of 2021. I had a couple deals kind of flowing through. One closed late July, another closed in September. So in October, I had one that I really, really needed to close. And I had spent that commission check in my head. I was gonna pay off some bills, pay off this credit card, do all these things. And then a couple weeks before, that deal blew up, and we didn't end up, and it devastated me. I mean, I felt like I had let down my family. There was nothing we could do to save the deal. It needed to terminate, but it killed me, because I thought it was the end of the world for me. It truly was. And that was where I learned, don't spend that commission check in your head until you have it, it's in the bank, and it's cleared. Because again, you never know when it's going to happen. In our office, we talk about our deals as little eggs, and we just kind of carry them around and protect them and kiss them and keep them warm and cuddly and all of that. But sometimes you trip and an egg might fall out and burst. And again, it's not the end of the world, but if you spend that commission check in your head, it's gonna feel like the end of the freaking world. And that's not what we want. And number 3, and this is maybe the most important, I don't know, number 2 is pretty important, but number 3 is you're not gonna know everything, and that's okay. I joined a team. I did not go in this alone. So I joined an amazing team here in Southern Oregon. And so I was surrounded by people that have been doing this for 2, 3, 11 years. And so listening to them, they knew everything. They knew all the answers. And I felt like I needed to know that on day 1. And I just didn't. But I've learned so much over the past year that I realized I didn't have to know everything. I could lean on them to help me, which I did. But just know you're not gonna know everything. So those are my top 3 things, in no particular order of importance, but those are my top 3 things that I wish I knew before I started selling real estate. So recap, get uncomfortable, don't spin that check in your head before you have it, and you're not gonna know everything. It's a learning process. Please, again, my name is Jason. I'm a licensed agent here in the beautiful state of Oregon. I would love for you to follow me along, so subscribe, leave me some comments, let me know what else you wanna hear about real estate, and I would love to make some more videos for you. Thanks.